Hi, I'm Deb Elias. I'm the Director of Product Strategy and Operations at Chargebee. Chargebee is a subscription management platform. We help subscription-based businesses, revenue recognition, tax compliance, everything sort of associated with recurring revenue. We had a lot of gaps to fill across the boards, and we just really needed help filling those gaps. I work in product and engineering, so there were a number of sort of short-term projects that we needed to complete in parallel. We couldn't wait to get someone onboarded to do them in succession. We needed a number of people. Not only were we stretched thin in product engineering, but like HR, finance, recruiting, everyone was really stretched thin. So the way that we really attacked this was partnering with Upwork, and we're able to bring on a bunch of freelancers to work on short, discrete projects to get us sort of over a hump in a number of different ways. But when I worked with the Upwork sales team to really understand the enterprise offering, where our challenge was in recruiting contractors, because everyone was so stretched thin. That's why we were hiring. The hiring managers didn't have time to sift through hundreds of resumes or profiles, but by working with the Upwork team, who would shortlist candidates for us, that made it go much, much faster. So that got us the buy-in from HR. Prior to working with Upwork and working with fractional talent, we were really working with full-time employees. And the challenge there is you have to find someone in market, tight labor market, you got to get them ramped up. It's a long process. One of the things that I did personally as the person who sort of spearheaded the Chargebee, the Upwork relationship, was finding those discrete projects that were not as long-term, that could be handled by someone without necessarily the institutional knowledge, and really identifying those and filling those gaps with freelancers and contractors who can then roll off. One of the great things about Upwork is that it allows me to partner instead of having to build a lot of things. And what I mean by that is my Upwork program management team will help me craft job descriptions. They'll shortlist candidates for me, things that I can do, but are not the best use of my time or most hiring managers' time. Most hiring managers have a day job. That's one of the biggest problems with rapidly scaling organizations is balancing the need to grow your organization and do your job and keep the lights on and grow your product and your business. It's just a lot. So anytime you could outsource a piece of that to an expert, focus on your strengths. I will focus on building a product and building an organization. Upwork can help me find talent. So if I can find someone who's totally capable and pay them fair market value in that country for that work, that is just a better use of resources. That frees up my director of engineering's time to do engineering work and engineering mentoring and solving engineering problems, and able to spend the cost for the freelancer is more than made up for in the opportunity cost that would have been lost by having the engineering director do those tasks.